I'm sorry I cannot speak in Malayalam, but the subject is such that while the language will be English, the numbers that I use will have known language, and in every language, the numbers can be easily understood. I have worked with Sri Virendra Kumar between 1996 and 1998. He was my esteemed colleague in the Finance Ministry. I myself was new to the Ministry of Finance. I had not worked before in the Ministry of Finance. And both of us were chosen to lead the Ministry of Finance by the United Front government formed by Sri Devagowda. It was a unique political experiment in India, where the two largest political parties could not form a government, and smaller parties, no party had more than 50 members. Smaller parties came together and formed a government which ran for 2 years and could have easily run for the remaining 3 years, except for the misguided ambition of one man of one party. I won't go into all that history, but that government gave me an opportunity to work with Sri Virendra Kumar. Of course, his reputation had preceded him. He was a lifelong socialist, completely devoted to the late Sri Jayaprakash Narayan ji. He was a scholar, an author, and a lifelong rebel and a protester. I think if you look at his life, the number of days he protested against injustice will be more than the number of days he lived as an author or a writer or an MP. It was in his blood to rebel against injustice and fight for justice. One could make out that rebellious streak in a brief conversation. I've had many conversations with him, and I've been enriched by his knowledge, his wisdom, and his guidance. The crowning glory of his life was he was perhaps the shortest tenure of minister in a state government. He assumed office, took his first administrative decision that no more cutting of trees in forests. And when the then government, completely misguided, asked him to overturn his decision, he promptly resigned. Now look back, and it is surprising that an order not to cut trees in a forest could have provoked such opposition. It is a matter of great surprise that a chief minister and his cabinet should have asked him to overturn his decision. It is, of course, no surprise to who knew Mr. Virendra Kumar that he will resign. He would never accept injustice, and what he thought was just and right, he would never overturn that decision, and he promptly resigned. I don't know of anyone who will resign if his chief minister or prime minister will ask him to overturn his decision, and that too within 48 hours of assuming office. People of Kerala remember him for that brave decision. That brave decision is now the law of the land. What was a momentous decision when Sri Virendra Kumar was minister is now the law of the land. No trees can be cut in any forest. In fact, a number of illegal felling of trees takes place, but it's all illegal. And I don't know of any forest minister who will accept the portfolio and enforce that decision. But remember that when Sri Virendra Kumar took that decision, it was not only a historic decision, it was an unprecedented decision. And that is the law of the land, the legacy of Sri Virendra Kumar. In the United Front government, I remember, he was also the Minister for Labour. And in 1997, he was elected as the chairman of the International Conference on Labour organized by the ILO at Bangkok. Some years later, in 2004, the World Water Conference was held at Pachimada. That is again due to the initiative of Sri Virendra Kumar. Labour and water were his other interests, apart from literature and philosophy. And such a versatile man also nursed Mathrubhumi. When he took over at a young age, Mathrubhumi had only 2 editions. But during the 40 years of his stewardship, Mathrubhumi has blossomed into 15 editions, 11 periodicals, a TV channel, an FM radio, and multiple social media platforms. He was also an institution builder. While he protested against injustice, he was also building a great institution which has stood at the head of the progressive movement in Kerala. Mathrubhumi has always been associated with progressive ideas, a progressive movement, and a fight for the causes of the people.